Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for October 12th to the 26th. First, we're going to talk about Milton. It is still a Cat 4 hurricane. This is the current position as of 2 p.m. And it is located, let's see, can't see it here with the screen. I had to probably move it. Okay, it's 26.3 north, 84.0 west. Maximum sustained winds are 130 miles an hour. Came down since yesterday. Still a Cat 4. Movement towards the northeast at 16 miles per hour. Now we'll get the specifics on this, and we're gonna get. So right now it's about 130 miles west of Fort Myers, Florida, and 150 miles southwest of Tampa, Florida. And the max winds are there. The minimal central pressure is up to 944, 27.88 inches. So these are where the hurricane warnings and watches are in effect. I'm not going to read all this, but these are where the tropical storm warnings, the hurricane watch, and the hurricane warnings. This is still a dangerous storm. So now we're going to put the error cone on here, and now it's coming in better agreement. It's going to come, remember, I think Tampa is in the cone now. It's shifted a little south. So it's forecast coming south of Tampa. Still can go to the right or to the left. Could go north or south of this cone. All right. And we're getting the winds now. So we'll look at the wind history. The wind swath. Okay, they're starting to get tropical storm warning winds now along the coast. And the rain and wind. Now we're going to get to the radar. And we'll get the radar on here. This is going to come up. These are the past winds. And now these are the current winds. And here's the radar. So rain has spread across much of the state. Here's the center of the storm. You can see the circulation. Few embedded, heavier rainfall. And we're going to get to our other radar. Takes a while to come up. There's a lot going on here. So now we have tornado warnings and watches in effect. We have a tornado warning for Indian River. And we also have one for Palm Beach, Martin, Okeechobee, and St. Lucie, Orange County, Broward, Palm Beach, Indian River, St. Lucie, and Orange and Escocola. Now here's where actual tornadoes have probably touched down. This is a tornado at 5 miles east-southeast of Holapa and Osceola, Florida. Train spotter reports a tornado touched down on US 192 between Deer Park and Holapa. So these are all the tropical storm warnings that are in effect as the outer bands come in. This is what happens with a landfalling hurricane. So we'll look at if there's any storm reports. I don't think there are right now. Just a report of that tornado. On this side, I have the actual radar. On this side, I have the real velocity, and the red is coming towards the radar. Green is going away from the radar. So we try to look for a little bit of spin or a backward seat sort of thing. And that's where here, now here we have a rotation here. A rotation detected down here. A rotation possible right here. And I think we have a storm flash flooding 2 miles west-southwest at White City in St. Lucie, Florida. Train spotter. Train spotter reported 12 inches of standing water northwest at a Milliner Drive and northwest a Milton Circle. So that's the storm surge coming in, or the heavy rain. But we have a circulation here, a rotation. We'll keep an eye on that. So now we're going to look at, what can we look at? We're going to look at it on radar. Here it is. Here's the circulation. Now the eye is kind of like filled in, but you can still see there's a lot of these building cumulus clouds with the thunderstorms and bringing the tornado watches and warnings to the region. And we have blow up here offshore as it moves in. We'll put the infrared imagery. Now like I said before, these are the colder cloud types here. The thunderstorms and the heavy rain and the tornadoes. This is where they will occur as the center moves into Florida. Time for evacuation has ended. We'll look at the models, what they say about this. And of course, I lost it. We'll put them in now. Okay, so here we are, 8 p.m. tonight. Still offshore. Beginning, it's just offshore. And then we go into around midnight or so. It starts moving inland. And then by early Thursday, 8 p.m., it is out of here. And then it moves out into the Atlantic. All right. So this is what we have the forecast here. Okay, we'll put the rainfall amounts. Forecast rain. This is a forecast rain map. We have some yellows and oranges. So about 10 inches are forecasted around St. Petersburg, Tampa area. And we have some oranges with 7 inches across the area. Now we'll take a look at, let's see. We'll look at the rain that has fallen so far. We'll say in the last 12 hours. We'll get rid of the wind thing. Okay, this is the rainfall that has fallen over the last 12 hours. We have some deeper oranges at 6 inches here near Sarasota. Still making landfall. It's forecast to make landfall of a high-end Cat 3 and Cat 4 hurricane. Again, these are hurricane watches and warnings. You can read over this. If you see your county, please seek shelter. Do not go outside, and especially when the eye passes over, you get a calm. Do not go outside because the backside is even worse with the winds. Do not go outside until you get the all clear. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the forecast. And I got to load my maps again because they never stay loaded. Okay, we got an advisory in, I think. Oh, Leslie. We'll see if we can get the latest advisory on Milton. Okay, so we're going to look at the pattern for October 9th to the 24th, and for October 12th to the 16th. Oh, did I load the wrong map? They don't stay loaded. That's the whole problem with this. Just bear with me. Stupid maps. Okay, this is what we're forecasting here. We have the pattern consists of a deep storm here over Alaska and with the ridge across much of the country. And we have a trough here in the east. You can see right here. So energy will traverse the northern plains within this flow, and this will amplify the trough around in the east. This will result in below normal temperatures, with frost and freeze warnings may become discerned in some locations from the plains to the east. The upper ridge in the Rockies will support persistent warmth, and I think I had the temperatures up here. We can look at the temperatures for the lows. Okay, we're going to take a look at the low. These are the low temperatures. 2 a.m., low 40s, upper 30s here across the Northeast. 30s across the Great Lakes. Then we go to 8 p.m. It's still in the 30s, parts of Pennsylvania and the Northeast and the Great Lakes region. And then we go to the 11th. This would be on Friday, 2 a.m., low 30s. Mid to low mid 30s. Then we go to 8 a.m. on Friday, and we have low to mid 30s, 40s along the coast. So this is the kind of temperatures that we're going to be getting. I'm going to run out of time, so I had to do another one and merge them. And the West will have still experience very warm temperatures. All right, and so these are the low temperatures that they're going to be having in the West. Look, low 50s, upper 60s, upper 60s. All right, so now we're going to look at the pattern for October 17th to 21st. And the flow remains unchanged. Ridge in the west, trough in the east. Pattern good agreement. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures here, and I'm calling for anomalies being near 8 degrees above normal, below normal temperatures here. But the anomalies of 6 degrees will be possible in some locations, basically here in the dark blue. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for this region here, and the probability of occurrence is near 45%. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the period for October 22nd to the 26th. And we have the flow that gradually flattens, but some of the models like this is the European, has a little bit of a troughing in the west. As we look at the the what is this? The European ensembles. Let's see what they have a trough in the east, ridging in the west. Where the it's European. This is European ensembles. This year, well, I have the same one. Okay. The maps are a mess today. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to look at the GFS. That was the European we looked at, if you can keep track with me. So we look at the, now it's going faster. Now you look at the GFS. It has a ridge in the west and a trough here in the east. Ridging down here, but still ridging in the west, trough of the east. So for now, I'm going to do this as a compromise. I am calling for above normal temperatures, much of this region here, with anomalies, up to 10 degrees above normal across this area here, and below normal temperatures for this region here, with anomalies near 2 degrees below normal, 2 to 4 degrees. And for precipitation, calling for below normal below normal precipitation for much of this region here, a little change from the previous period. Okay, we're going to go back to the radar and we'll see if anything else is going on. Here's the circulation, the rain bands moving through. All right. Still several tornado warnings in effect for Palm Beach, Martin, Okeechobee, St. Lucie, Palm Beach, Indian River, and Okeechobee. I can't see the whole thing. And of course, we have several flood warnings in effect for these areas: Pinellas, DeSoto, Hardy, Highlands, Brevard, Indian River, Orange, Clay, St. John's, Flagler, Putnam, and Okeechobee. So we have a lot of going on. It'll continue to go downhill from here. It's a fast mover, that's for one thing. And we're going to take a look. We're going to try to see if we can take a look at the storm surge. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to look at the peak storm surge. Okay, here the storm surge has gone down a little bit. The forecast still dangerous, about 9 to 13 feet, where it's expected to make landfall in this purple, and in the red, about 8 to 12 feet, and over here in the yellow, 3 to 5, 2 to 4. So still, storm surge has gone down. It's weakening, but also I think this storm might be transitioning to extratropical as it makes landfall, because what I'll do is I'm going to put this let's see. Okay, I'm going to put this on with the frontal position. There'll be a front interacting with this. See how this front sinks down through Florida? It'll link up with this and become extratropical. And this trough here that's digging down into the Gulf will also is steering this storm to the northeastward at a faster pace. Right now, like it's moving at 16 miles an hour. All right, I'll put the map overlays if I can. I probably can't do it here. I probably have to do it on the National Hurricane Center site. So if you have, if you see your area on here, just be prepared. Let me see, peak surge. Okay. And what happened? Okay, here's the peak storm surge message. I'll give you time to read this. This came out as a 2 p.m. This is still a dangerous storm. Don't let your guard down just because it's weakening. It is very large, as you see on the satellite map, and the winds are going to spread out further horizontally. So it's still a dangerous storm. Okay, so this is what we're forecast. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for listening and have a good day.